welcome back to Sunrise. It's that time that we celebrate every time by saying, when TK come,
we just want good news.
Only good news.
To sing it around.
No, when TK come, we don't want bad news. Only good news.
And that is that.
We're going to have to get that song together, okay? We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Great morning, great morning. Let's jump on into the headlines.
Sunshine.
Oh, my, thank you. I received that. Let's jump into the headlines. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for being here with us. So, swine flu scare. There's a swine flu outbreak at the Kingston Central lockup, and it's nearing a resolution, though, as CVM News has confirmed that the development with the head of the police's corporate communications unit, SSP Stephanie Lindsay, yesterday afternoon. Almost 2 weeks ago, at least 6 inmates at the corporate area lockup were diagnosed with the illness, while 20 others exhibited symptoms. Superintendent Beresford Williams, leading the charge for Kingston Central, says the team has been collaborating with the Health Ministry to mitigate the spread. SSP Lindsay says the inmates are recovering. Now, swine flu, also known as H1N1, presents with flu-like symptoms to include fever, cough, sore throat, and fatigue. It can lead to severe respiratory illness and is transmitted through airborne pathogens. They've confirmed no new cases since our news center contacted the National Security Ministry for an update on that matter. But we were told we would likely not get a comment until Friday, which is today. So we look forward to seeing if there's any more information we can get.
Yeah, so they're quarantined quickly, you know, because this kind of illness can be transmitted quite easily.
Yes,
yes. You know, through coughing and sharing, you know, as it says, pathogens in the air. It's airborne, so it's transmissible.
Swine flu takes me back a couple of years ago when it was a thing, you remember? And it was quite scary. So, you know, you hear all these things and you're like, eh. So glad that it's kind of
being contained at this time, and you know, they definitely have their eye on it, and hopefully it will be completely eradicated ASAP.
Yes.
All right, so next up, unrest in school. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the viral videos been going around, the school fights. So high school students, particularly males, have engaged in an ongoing 3-day brawl. The incident reportedly started over a female student on Monday in the Halfway Tree Transport Center. The videos making rounds on social media feature students from prominent high schools to include Kingston College, Calabar, Queens, Campion College, and Mona High. Board chairman for Calabar High, CVM News understands that some of the students are fearing for their own safety simply because of their association with a particular school. Meanwhile, calls are being made for stronger intervention from members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the society at large. And the Ministry of Education has since intervened and is currently in dialogue with principals from the affected schools.
Whoa. Fighting over a female student.
Oh, you know, the thing is that it's just they just need a reason. That's the thing, you know, there's so much anger, there's so much, you know, that's happening that, you know, it's really sad, and this is so much deeper than just, I mean, yes, we have to quell it and we have to, you know, figure out how to stop it from happening, but we need to get to the root of this, and it needs to be done in a way that is effective, and that, you know, this is just pent-up anger and emotions coming out in a way that they see all the time as well too. Like it's crazy.
It's not confined to one particular school. Can I say, oh, it's in that school over there because the students who go there are prone to this kind of behavior. No, it's different schools, and it's outside the school compound.
And I think that a part of it is also our, you know, man a bad man culture. We don't talk out things. We don't reason out things.
It's a world culture, though. It's not just to Jamaica. That's something that is perfect. You see it in movies. You see it in shows. Like this is what we are teaching our young people to do. And so when they do it, why do we act surprised? You know, and it's just like, when do we get to the root cause of it, and when do we, you know, try to really get to the bottom of things?
And what's unfortunate is that, you know, you can now have students who are minding their own business, but because they're in a particular uniform at the transport center, it's not somewhere you can avoid, then you get caught up in this situation that you have nothing to do with, or you're fearful to even just go home.
Well, I do hope that there will be some, you know, I can't think of the word
intervention,
resolution, and change.
You know, because
And police presence, sorry, where it is happening, so that they know that it actually does have a consequence as well. You know, remember, these teenagers don't have a prefrontal cortex, so that part of their brain that is helping them to make decisions and logical.
But Tami, the police cannot be everywhere all day, every day to make sure that people don't, you know?
Something is happening, and we have to protect our young.
Fair.
And like I said, they don't have a prefrontal cortex, so they're not thinking straight like an adult maybe would.
I don't know. I give them more credit. I think they think very straight if they are
penalized.
Yes,
I hear you.
But
I think so.
It has to be part of the curriculum. There has to be some kind of program that is inserted. It's a critical part. It's mandatory in every school that we teach resolution
Every
skills.
school, every home.
Every home.
Yeah.
It starts at home, but even if it misses home, when it gets to the school environment where they are gathered together and there's community, then there has to be something that helps to teach them how to behave with each other and to socialize, social skills.
Yeah, I agree.
It's such a deep topic.
I agree.
It is a deep topic,
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to some feel-good Friday headlines now. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like you need it.
Yes.
Feel-good Friday headline. Kuya celebrates 36 years. So since 1987, Kuya has been dedicated to creating unique and impactful clothing that's inspired by reggae culture. Through hand-drawing, designing, screen printing, and distributing Jamaican streetwear, they'll be hosting a Kuya anniversary party at the Kaya 420 experience at Kaya 82 Lady Musgrave Road. It's happening this Saturday, April 20th, and gates will be open from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. People get to experience stunning art displays by Carl Dennis and Simone G, and a curated music experience led by Renaissance. And the Kuya All-Star Fashion Show will be the hallmark of the evening, showcasing new looks from Rhetorical Brand and other fashion partners like Minka, Roos Ras, and Unruly Shop. And there's also going to be a social media giveaway happening. So head over on Instagram, head over to @CVM_television for a chance to win a ticket.
Kuya is one of those brands that has just been around and always, represented the culture. I remember also
enduring.
Yes, exactly. I remember like early on in my career, they used to always send stuff for me to be able to wear on shows and interviews, whatever it was, and I always thought it was really awesome about them, like, how they were really a part of everything. So I love Kuya.
And they are 100% Jamaican.
They are. Glad to see them
authentic.
doing their thing still.
And I mean they've been around for a while, but this is almost like a second relaunch. So it's bigger, it's exciting, it's like new, it's fresh, and so it represents their brand, new, fresh, innovative, and Jamaican. Like we said, and totally Jamaican. And that's all the headlines that I have for you for right now.
We'll see you later on.
However, I need you guys to remember to check out Lead Story this evening with George at 6:30 p.m. It's so informative. It's so great. You guys need to watch it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, TK. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, TK.
Always. On the other side of the break, it's time for R to the E, to the A, to the C, to the T. React. We'll be right back.
Hey, you'll definitely.